All right, with that said,
Let's move on.
I think we've got to get stuck into some sport. And of course, we've got to kick off with the cricket and with the T20 World Cup.
Let's fucking
with,
go.
With victors being the Australian team.
We backed him in the whole way. We were so confident.
Yeah.
We were looking at the odds. We said $7, put the house on it. We had no doubts.
Yeah. They're always getting out of the group. We were never saying they weren't.
So we're T20 champions of the world.
Run us through the match, Peps. What happened?
Okay, so the New Zealand lost the toss and they lost the game, and that was it. Nothing else to report.
Much. They had to bat first. There you go.
No, in all seriousness,
it was a good. They scored like a on-par score for the pitches they've been playing on throughout the tournament.
Yeah,
it was
170 odd, and it was all off the back of Kane Williamson, an absolute inspired captain's knock there. 85, half of their runs. He did get dropped by Josh Hazlewood on about 20 odd. And the top order for Kiwis, very explosive with Martin Guptill and Daryl Mitchell. Neither of them really got going. Mitchell out early, which was big, a bit of a breakout tournament for him. And Guptill, he chewed up a lot of balls, unlike him. I think he was striking at 80 odd. So a good job from our frontline quicks to pin him down. Poor Mitch Stark went for 60 off his 4, just using the pace a little bit there. But Hazlewood, very, very good, 3 for 16. An unreal tournament for him. I think I saw a stat I think he's ranked in the top 6 in the world at the moment for all 3 formats. I believe I screenshot it. Let's have a look. Ranked number 2 in ODIs, ranked number 4 in Test cricket, ranked number 6 in T20 international cricket. So an absolute elite at the moment. Yeah. And then, like we said, I reckon 170 odd was par. Like I was like,
it's a par score.
It's not bad.
You
Bad.
probably want an extra 10-20 in a final.
Sure, but the way that the tournament's played out, you 170 is pretty big. I think the whole tournament we had one. I think India scored 200 once, but then there was only that one score over 200. 170 is not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, it's not a bad score.
Finchy didn't do much, but he's got some silverware. He's one of 5 Australian captains ever to have a trophy. So good on Aaron Finch. And I'll tell you who else who good on. That's not very good English, but good on David Warner.
It's better than some of ours.
The monkey was on his back coming into the tournament. Well publicised, losing his gig or the starting gig at least at Sunrisers Hyderabad. Made 53 in this. Got named player of the tournament. We'll have a little chat about that in a sec. Candy Warner, I think, was quick to get on social media saying, out of form and and that, and everyone hating him, and he stood up.
Can't get a match in the IPL, and then man of the tournament. So.
Man of the tournament and a World Cup winner.
Yep.
So suck on these nuts, if you will. And I tell you who else, Mitch Marsh. Where the haters at?
Yeah.
Where the haters at?
Had all the form leading into it. And
unbelievable form. Moving to 3 really suited him.
I think, I don't want to say covered, but really, he did kind of cover for, say, Maxwell, who had a bit of a quiet tournament after him coming off the IPL of being really well. So, in that regard, you're really happy that Marsh did his job, and especially coming in at 3 with Finchy also struggling a little bit through this tournament. Really helped us.
Well, considering Australia's World Cup champs, and Maxi didn't do much, and Finchy didn't do much, and Smitty didn't do much. Nope. It was really, from a batting perspective, off the back of Mitch Marsh, Dave Warner, and the Stein. And that obviously that Matthew Wade innings was pretty good in the semi-final to get us there. But massive tournament for Dave Warner, massive tournament for Mitch Marsh, the Bison. Boys, do we feel bad for the Kiwis is what I wanted to ask you. Lost 2015 ODI World Cup to us. Lost the T20 World Cup, obviously, last week. Lost the 2019 ODI World Cup on absolute bullshit. Yeah, they can't. More 4s in an innings. Come on, this is the most English fucking sanctioned cheating I've ever seen in my life. Do we feel bad for them? They seem like a bunch of good blokes. They are the world test champions.
They're bridesmaids never the bride at this point. They always finish second. I think your point there as as close rivals and brothers in arms. Fuck them, because they always beat us in the rugby union. They've got the All Blacks have been undefeated. Well, they're not undefeated, but they haven't
lost the Bledisloe Cup for about 20 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, and they probably have a 90% win percentage against us in the last 20 to 30 years as well. So
obviously, big rugby fans.
Yeah, exactly. And we're just like, well, for that reason, fuck them. Killed that sport for us.
I'm going to tend to agree with you. Rugby union, for a lot of reasons, has sort of waned in interest for yours truly. But the All Blacks' dominance of that sport is definitely a part of the factor there. Every year they go up, and you just know that the All Blacks are going to win the Bledisloe Cup. So, I agree. Fuck them. It's a World Cup final. You back us in.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, even to that point, you mentioned the Test World Champions. The number one ranked in Test, number one ranked in ODIs, fourth ranked in T20 cricket. If they can't win the World Comp, then
fuck them.
Jeez, we've come down hard here. Yeah, there's a harder approach than I was willing to take.
The gloating from the Australians.
You got to take it when you can.
Considering we're big side outsiders.
In all seriousness, to our Kiwi brothers, our friends across the Dutch. For a country of 4.5 million people, let's say, to be consistently performing on the world stage in these big tournaments, hats off to them. Pretty likable bunch, I think, with Williamson at the helm. But just struggling, I suppose, to win these big games. David Warner, player of the tournament. Marks, if you wouldn't mind just bringing up to the screen the top run scorers. Babar Azam was the top run scorer in the tournament. A little bit of chat around maybe he should have been player of the tournament. I don't mind going with Warner. So Azam had 303 runs from 6 knocks, averaging 60. Warner, 289 runs from 7 knocks, so one more there, averaging 48, but striking at 147, and he's in the winning side. So I think that's got to play into your considerations, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Winning side, definitely.
I was potentially thinking that, and we'll go back to Mitch Marsh and his tournament that he's had.
185 runs at 61,
so
striking at 147.
So 61 was probably the important part, but he also played batted less innings than Warner did. Of
one,
or was it 2?
One less.
No, 2 less. 2 less innings.
One.
He had 5. He played 6 matches to Warner's 7. But
Excuse me.
2 less innings, of course. Averaging 60s, that's another 120 runs. He's actually. We're alluding. So I think from what he's done, he was integral
sure.
But for someone that played the entire tournament, and
also look at Marcher, he's 12th highest run scorer in the tournament. You can't make him the player of the tournament, although he did have an excellent tournament. And shout out to Mohammad Rizwan as well, up there, 281 runs at 70, and Joss Butler, 269, averaging nearly 90. Only dismissed 3 times. He is up there with one of the best white ball cricketers in the world at the moment, if not the best.
I think it's fair.
Winning side.
From a batsman, winning side. He played, of course, the whole tournament, batted well throughout.
Potentially 350s.
Potentially, was there any bowlers that could have entered that chat, that conversation?
Marks, if you wouldn't mind bringing up the stats there. I think Hazelwood had a really, really good tournament. I was very impressed with Shaheen Shah Afridi, the Pakistani quick. We did comment on him looking about 30 years older than he's listed as, but he was very impressive. So Hazelwood there with 11 wickets at 15.9.
Zampa had 13.
So Zampa had more. Economy 5.8.
Yep.
For Zampa.
Well, that 5 for 19 also very juicy.
What about De Silva? 16 wickets, 9.75 average, although Sri Lanka did have to come through. So 3 of those games against our, cricketing powerhouses in Oman and Papua New Guinea and whoever else they were playing against. Fucking Tuggeranong 4th grade. I don't think any of the bowlers put their hand up to be player of the tournament. Fair enough. I'll say. I'll back in the Bull. I'll back in the Reverend
after
David
all that,
Warner.
I agree with you. Let's go. I'd say David Warner's a fair shout.
So we mentioned Shaheen Shah Afridi. Did mention Daryl Mitchell before, but a really good tournament for him. I think going into this, I think he had about 4 or 5 T20 internationals under his belt. Showed that he can hit a ball. I tell you else who can hit a ball, Asif Ali. No big scores, but 2 games where he just went absolutely mental in the middle order for Pakistan. And shout out to Charif Asalanka from Sri Lanka. Had a really good tournament. So some players to watch there moving forward.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.